Hallelujah. I will celebrate Prophet Babs. Hallelujah. At some point I was wondering, he's so skilled in his delivery, and I was wondering if I was the one he was referring to, or if there was any other Pastor Lawrence who was here who I need to meet. Hallelujah. But can we thank God for God's servant and for that powerful stream God has given him to birth. It's something I haven't shared before. A number of things I haven't shared before that I will share here because of the kind of meeting, even though I know some people seated here probably should not hear it yet. You can have your seat. Hallelujah. I trust God for utterance. Hallelujah. I like what works. I like results to a fault. I love the power of God. It's literally an addiction. But God had to help me so we can balance this out. I like when there's results. This has guided my journey from what is conventional. When I say conventional, I'm speaking about, the church which I'm sure most of us belong to. What is conventional to what is, as it were, unusual or rare. Is this hunger for what has not been seen before, and this permanent unrest that is within me. So amongst the many things God would do in the hearts of people in this journey of New Wine Summit, I am desirous of that same, call it impartation, call it transfer, that same desire to never ever settle. Is somebody hearing what I'm saying? So can you just lift your hands and say, Lord, I receive hunger that never settles. Hunger that never settles. Hunger that never settles. Hallelujah. Put your hands down. Hallelujah. So quickly, by way of just mentioning where we are coming from, I remember asking God for sounds, asking God, for that thing I had been sensing, from when I was young. I just knew that it was possible to birth something that will take people from this place to the realm they belong to, in form of sounds. There was not many references, around, but that I was there. Just like there are desires inside every one of us that are just there. You haven't conversed with anybody because even you as yourselves are trying to make sense out of it. You are trying to believe that this is God, but it's there and it is God. 2015, after 1 month seeking God in 2014, went for NYSC, and that was my first contact with anything that looks like this stream. When I say this stream, I'm sure some of you seated here, who have been seeking God, are having a wild time understanding what is happening. I'm sure they are here. And so it was my first encounter with anything like this. The stream I belong to is the healing and deliverance stream. Is somebody hear what I'm saying? Some of you have probably been listening to messages from these kingdom circles for quite a while. My first contact was 2015, and I can tell you it was wild and bizarre. But the next morning, I started to see unlockings in the area of sound. And though I was receiving downloads, because it happened as I entered into NYSC, it began to bud when I listened to Prophet Babs. I will never forget. I began to also notice that every time I listened to him, it budded. How many of you have noticed that minister you listen to and you bud? So the flower comes out again. You know, some of the sounds we have heard that went viral, it was just after he ministered. And while his ministry, I'll be hearing the tune, you know, very loud. And then I'll utter it, and then, bah. So I don't usually play with people who help the flower bud. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So that's just to honor what he represents in my life and the lives of many others here. Can we just celebrate God's servants? Go for your palms. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.